trader hums a digital hymn. Futures flicker red and green ballet. TikTok silent, YouTube's just static today. Candlesticks climb, then they fall like rain. My portfolio's a ghost, no one to explain. Lonely days, trading in the void. Charts don't lie, but they don't make a noise. I watch the ticks, they dance in the dark. No likes, no comments, just my beating heart. Full port, empty room, what's the cost? Is this a profit or just a lost cause? Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. No audience claps, no one to cheer. Just me in the market, year after year. My phone pings once a spam email plea. Boost your followers, be a celebrity. I delete it fast like a bad trade gone wrong. Cause my world's in the lines where the trends belong. Volume spikes, then it drops to a crawl. I sip cold coffee, stare at the wall. Lonely days, but I can't look away. This is my life, for better or worse, okay? I watch the ticks, they dance in the dark. No likes, no comments, just my beating heart. Full port, empty room, what's the cost? Is this a profit or just a lost cause? Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Maybe I should log off, go outside, breathe the air, see the sunrise. But the market waits, it never sleeps, and I'm addicted to the chase. The secret it keeps. What if I win? What if I lose? Does it matter if no one's here to choose? I guess I'll stay in this digital cage, trading my days, page after page. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Screen fades to black, I close my eyes. Tomorrow's a new chart, a new disguise. Lonely days, but I'll wake up again. Cause in the end, the market's my only friend. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone.
Got 2 minutes before the market opens here. I thought this may be the deeper pullback here. Where did you get the news from? It was earnings day. So it was earnings. So it was Nvidia earnings. That's what made the market so choppy today. I mean, the market was pretty much just garbage all day. It had one big move this morning for 200 points. And after that, it was just straight. There was just no movement. The only thing that worries me is here that we didn't break this low here. So we could be pushing back up higher. There was a lot of resistance down in that area. I thought we would maybe try to take out this wick, but I don't know. We might not be able to get down there. All right, here's the 7 o'clock hour here. So this will either go straight down or straight back up. This is the top of the hour. So usually you get a decent move here at the top of the hour. What's up, yo? How are you doing? Like I said, a lot of consolidation in this area. You can see all the wicks here. I don't know if we get through this or not. So we were taking a chance on this. If not, we'll just be down $60. I'll make sure I'm on the right account. We don't want to be trading a non-eval account. We're looking at Ninja Trader on a MNQ. Yeah, I full ported a account during Nvidia numbers. My freaking account got stuck. I couldn't even exit the trade. I was stuck. No movement at all. No, I have a job, man. I didn't work today because I took the day. I didn't take the day off. I didn't have anything I needed to do today. So we took off to do the Nvidia news. We hardly ever trade in the evenings, like most of the time we're only trading between 9 o'clock and 11:30 at the latest. And then we come back and do this at nighttime at 8 o'clock. It'd be nice to be able to make enough money trading full time. I'd be happy just making $1,000 to $1,500 a month in trading, because the way my bills are set up, man, the more money that me and my wife are going to make, the more that we're just going to be just pounding in taxes. RE9 tomorrow. I don't know if I know what that is. Captain releases RE9 tomorrow. Is that a video game? We don't really lose all of our money because I'm using prop firms. Oh, Resident Evil. Okay. You got to think, when using prop firms, you know how much you're risking and losing. So that's the only good thing about using prop firms. I wouldn't feel comfortable trading a live account. I probably would lose. I'd be losing a lot of money if I was trading a live account. At least whenever I'm trading an eval or whenever I'm trading a funded account, I know how much is on the table. Sounds good, Cal. Yeah, like I said, we didn't really take any trades. I think the biggest funded trade we had today was $60. Like very, very low. Like we still need about $1,100 to get to another payout. So we're sitting at $1,300, and this is a 25K, and I got to make $2,600. It varies from 500 to 1,000. So like this month we have 1,000. Then there's some months where you don't get payouts. It really depends on how much I'm trading. I didn't really get pretty consistent until probably back in the fall. It wasn't the consistency thing that I was struggling with. It was the comfortable trading my funded accounts all the time. Like that was a struggle for me to overcome. Like overcoming either like getting like stressed out about losses and stuff. But now we're to the point where I don't really care if I had to get past that where you have to accept just losing. Losing is going to be part of it. And that really took me a while to get over, where I felt like scared trading my funded accounts all the time. Because, I don't make a lot of money on streaming or affiliates because I'm a small channel. So, end of the day, I have to pay for this stuff just like most of you guys do. So, I wouldn't want to blow up my funded accounts. So, I'd be like super cautious all the time. And I had to get past that. That was probably one of my biggest struggles to get past. I don't know if anybody else struggles with that or not. The ones I use are 150. I'm a cheap person. $150 is $150. So, to me it is. So very cheap person. Oh, there's Methodical Man. Methodical Man be making fun of me because how cheap I be sometimes. Which that's also how I'm able to, I don't have to work a whole bunch in my life either, You got to stay frugal, not have a lot of bills in your life. So like when it even comes to my mortgage, the way my mortgage stuff is set up is I own multiple homes and one home is paid off. And the home I rent pays for the mortgage besides taxes and insurance. So taxes and insurance is all I pay to live at my house I live in now. Woo! That would hurt my feelings. I know, man. I lost out a potential $3,000 gain with that, because whenever XRP became available on Coinbase, I bought like 500 or 800 coins for like at 50 cents a coin. I spent like $300 or $400. And I ended up selling them for some reason. I can't remember what. And that stuff ended up going up like $3, almost what, $3? So yeah, man, that's like extra $2,000 I lost when it went up. I just bought about 50 or 60 more coins the other day. I didn't know I had a little money in my Coinbase account. I'm like, I'll just buy some XRP and just hold it. So hopefully eventually we can start stacking XRP again. I feel like that'll be a good investment down the road. At least thing with crypto, man, at least it does go back up. I mean, I definitely feel like it'll be bad. You know, it probably looks bad now, but I'm pretty sure down the road it's going to be worth a lot more when it comes to XRP. Probably in the next 5 years, dude, XRP is going to be part of everything. The banking system, the financial, like they're using their stuff everywhere, it seems like. If you're in it for the long term, or if you're just doing like short term runs. Are we going to get the boner midnight? Are we going to get a Death Swan event and I finally be on the right side of a Death Swan event in the evening It seems like whenever we have these these Black Swan events, I'm always on the wrong side. Yeah, I had plenty of opportunities to buy a bunch of crypto 3 years ago when, shoot, I used to watch crypto and like all kind of just stock. This is where I really got into trading stuff. And shoot, I remember was thinking about buying Bitcoin when it went back down to like $17,000 years ago. But I didn't buy it. I want to say as long as Bitcoin holds up to 63,000, I saw somebody showing some levels of Bitcoin the other day, and I think as long as it holds that 60,000 area, you should be good. Maybe it'll bottom out there. It says I found a coin that was consistently making 50% profit. Yeah, see, I don't ever do the crypto trading. The only thing I ever done with crypto was just buy it, hold it, then I'm like, oh crap, I need a little extra cash, and I'd sell it. So like I sold a lot of my crypto whenever I started trading, when I got into trading and streaming and YouTube, because I wanted to have like a nice computer and stuff. So I think Tom, buying like the tower, the microphones and cameras, I mean monitors and just different stuff, I was probably between like 3,000 and 4,000 time buying everything. What's up, Sean? How are you doing? We're just chatting. Oh, shoot, man. I thought we were going to get the Black Swan event. We're moving back up here. I didn't take profit after being up 30 points. I'm hoping this is just a 90 to 110 or to a 10, then back down. It says, I just asked me about. Oh, yeah. Same Husk. Actually, Myth was over here in the other lobby. He's over here in the, what do you want to call it? The horizontal lobby. Actually, I guess I could I think I forgot to put put him on. Looks like our runner's about to get stopped out here, guys. Unfortunately. I thought we were about to get a big move to the downside. And I may even try to short if we get back below the 300s. I think if you want, your stop loss would have to be here if you want to be safe, but I don't want to risk that much because we only made, what, 2 micros with 10 points on that trade. So really need to see it start pushing back down. But like I said, this is pretty normal for us to hit the 90 and bounce back up and hit the 310. How do you get the other? It should have them both listed. If you just type in my name, it should have the horizontal and vertical options. I'm just not sure where this could go back to. Might just be another little low with a trend line break here. I'm going to check gold real quick. Did gold just... Let me see. That might be another gold trade there. Oh, it did tag. It was a long here. I missed the gold long. I'm just going to close this because it's going to probably stop us out. They ain't no use losing more profit than we have to. Now, if this pushes back down and closes right here above the 90s, it's going to create a really nice order block. Look at this thing. Scared me out of my trade and went back down. Like I said, your stop loss had to be here if you wanted to play that correctly, but I don't want to risk that. So like I was saying, if we can push back down and close below that 90 level. Let's see here. Oh, I see what we hit. We hit a pivot at the 90 level. So if we get under that 90 level, we could get a nice sell. There's nothing holding us up either, guys. It could just be straight down. We could get that black swan event that we're looking for. I didn't look at my trading view charts when we were trading. And plus, we're outside of the New York PM time frame. So like I said, we can easily, by the end of the night, trade down to the 26,160s. So we got a long ways down there, guys. It's going to be really nice if we create this little order block here. $. We're trading MNQ. Come on, dirty methodical man. He's just jealous. I'll give this 10 points. If it gets back above my 310, I'll close this. I'll even put it on the close just in case. We may not get the order block, guys. We're about to create a new candle. We're trading micros on the NQ. I've gotten plenty of profit that we can trade because we're up, I think, $700 on this count tonight. So we got a nice little buffer going here. Let me close this. Why is it that? No. Time is it? I was hoping we would get a flowing push down, like one push down with that last candle to create an order block, but we're not going to get it. I'm right now, I'm not sure if we're going to push down or not. That last candle, I was like, all right, let's push down. Maybe we can get a nice little order block here. Got to break this previous candle. Just trying to keep up with time. A lot of times at the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour on some of these trades, you'll get like a nice push. You can do it, Junior. Remember, 90, we're going to run into some resistance at the 89s here, guys. Now, if we lose the 89s, we might be getting a little bit of downtown action. But we got to lose those 90s. Lose those 90s and we should be downtown. Might even get us a black swan event because there's nothing to hold us up. It would be that big move from up this morning that we took that basically it went up 200 points this morning. So we could have a big move this evening to the downside. I mean, heck, we're already down 100 points. What's another 100 points, right? If you look to the left and look at that big move to the downside, there's nothing holding us up. I mean, I'm hoping that we can get below this pivot here. We're stuck at this pivot is where we're bouncing. Downtown action. All right. The pivot for the third time. Come on, Blues it. The pivot is not giving it up. Come on. Give it up, pivot. I'm sorry, live. Not live. Shopping. It's a sell on this one. I'm sorry. I missed your text. All right, stuck at the pivot again. Now, the only thing that worries me about this here is the top of the hour, the bottom of the hour. We could rip this trend line back up to the top. Hopefully not, but that is a possibility. I'm hoping that we can finally get through this pivot. If you look to the left, there's tons of consolidation here that we just got to get through this, and it should go. Oh, did we just have another gold short here? Let's see. No, that one's kind of iffy. Yeah, so this would be our second short. The first short was whenever we had this pullback here. Then we had this nice push down here. We got stopped out. Then we re-entered again. That's a good sign. Man, oh. No, I'm switching over looking at gold, though. My only gold entry is way down here at the moment. You said you have it on my TV, but I don't have a keyboard yet. Dude, keyboards are like the cheapest thing to buy. You can go to a Ben's place. You got any Ben's places where you live, David? Like bargain bin places like Amazon Returns or something like that? Oh, so you had okay. You're just not trading because you were down today. Okay. I thought you were just saying you didn't have a keyboard. I thought maybe you were new to trading or something, David. That's okay. I didn't lose no $879, but I just lost the eval today. But I knew the risk whenever we full ported the whatchamacallit. Yes, DS, we're live now. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're good, man. I misunderstood your question, David. We are trading the MNQ, the micros of the NQ DS. We still have yet to break through this pivot, guys. If hopefully we can get through this pivot without some kind of like big pullback. I'm hoping that the top of the hour or the bottom, we're about to have a new 30-minute candle. And a lot of times with these like 30-minute candles, 15-minute candles, but mostly the hour and maybe the 30 minutes, you'll get like a nice little move at the bottom and the top of the hour. At the top of the hour is usually where you get your best move, to me, in the Tokyo session. All right, here's that 30-minute candle. See how we got that little boost right there? That's usually, we get that little bitty boost most of the time at the bottom and the top of the hour. But the top of the hour is usually a little bit bigger. Maybe. Come on, 30-minute candle. Oh, yeah, I didn't make crap on the funders today, David. I tried my best. I knew I missed my move this morning, and we took like a, I don't know, little 10-point trade. I mean, it's like, where do we go? I'm thinking about 50% here. But, oh, man, we could lose all of this. We're shooting for the 100 banger right here, guys. I'm hoping this thing doesn't come back. It's either going to go completely all the way down or we're going to get stuck at the 40s here. Oh, maybe I can try to add. If I can get one more ad in here, that'd be great. Let's see if we can get another ad in here. We get a little pullback and get an ad. Retest those 90s. You said you need 125 more to complete my combine. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're good, DS. What's up, Big Fleet? How are you doing? We're doing futures on the micros, Big Fleet. One hour EMA. Yeah, that's why and that's at that 50% mark of that hourly candle at 42. So that's why I thought maybe if I can add a contract. What EMA is that at that level of Bay? What level? What EMA is that? The 20? Okay. If I can find a way to add here, if I can get the push back up to the 89.90, maybe we can add right here. You got short at the 286. You'll need to have this pivot hold up, server. You don't really want us back above the 90 level because you don't want to really recover that pivot. As long as we don't break back above the 10 level, I'm willing to hold this. But if we start getting back up here and we push above that 10 level, we will take the trade off because I'm not going to sit through drawdown. Oh, you took the break of the pivot. Okay. So did you take any profit or did you take any profit or were you still holding a runner? Man, I was really hoping that this pivot area would hold. Then we can start kind of getting the pushback down here. So we're just in this 2 micros at the moment. So we're going to be risking like $40 because like I said, that 310 is going to be my line in the sand here. Oh, there's nothing worse than missing your take profit whenever it wicks like that. Yeah, we will shut this down real quick, like, and re-enter. We're already at the 50 and 60%. Don't really want to see us get over. Actually, that should be the 50% right there. How heavy do you go in, server? I'm sorry, David. You said you got luck as heck this morning and caught that buy with the combine. Nice. Dude, 13 head. Oh, dude, I missed that whole trade this morning, David. Nice bulk. Dude, you guys were banging today. I didn't make crap today. All right. If I feel like we're going, like I said, 310 is going to be my line in the sand here. I'm not going to hold my runner way into drawdown. It's one thing if it was the very first trade, but we've already taken, I think, 3 contracts out of this so far, or 4 contracts already. We sold 2, we hit 1. So this is my second trade. So this would be my leftover runner from this initial short here. And I'm just not going to hold it into drawdown. I may risk 30 to 40 bucks up to the 310s, but I think that'll be my max. Oh yeah, most of my trades on my fundeds are always 3 micros server. Let's see. We're still just checking gold. Can you trade gold in the... Oh, shoot. Didn't I print it above the 300 here? And I may even cut it here at the 60%. The 60% of this pullback will be my line here at that trend line. We got that little trend line here. We got a gold setup right here also. I'm trying to watch the gold. Did I close my trade? Oh, wait, no, I didn't. That's... Let me just put my gold chart over here. This way we can watch it. I don't want to keep flipping back and forth. All right, guys, we're pretty much at my line in the sand. How much more we're willing to hold our runner here. Okay. That was my cutoff there, guys. So if we're going to be moving higher, you would have to wait for it to break above the 25s, then get a pullback for entry if you want a safer entry. We're on the 5 minutes, Nicholson. I used to trade like the lower time frames, like the 1 minute and stuff, but I found myself just taking a lot over trading. So trading on the 5 minute helps me be a lot more patient and watching like the 15 minutes. So futures for the MNQ. You think best bet's to wait for the 294 to retract, then long? It was a very limited trading today. I think the most I made on a funded account today, trader, was $60. And I blew a Bulinox eval trying to full port the whatchamacallit numbers today. I got stuck in the trade and I couldn't get out of it. I guess whenever I got in there, I couldn't exit. We were stuck. I think at one time it was all the way up to like 6,000 or 7,000 in the eval. Yeah, we yellow load at one of those 90% evals. Yeah, it froze. But I know the risk going in. I make sure everybody knows. Yeah, because it's paper trading, it freezes that way, Nicholson, on those evaluations. I watch the ES, but I hardly ever take trades on the ES from. We mainly just do the NQ futures or MNQ and gold. We've been dabbling with gold. Like watching grass grow. Dude, that thing could be slow during the New York. At least trading the ES sometimes during the daytime, you don't get all those crazy fake outs. Not fake outs, but those crazy volatile moves. So we still did not break structure. Not complete structure, but just break the previous leg high here and wait for a pullback. Yeah, it does look a little blurry. Is my stream messing up? I guess Methodical said there was issues with YouTube. I'm going to be sitting still at the moment, AIM. We just got out of a trade, so we're just going to wait a little bit before we re-enter. Okay. Yeah, I guess a Methodical Man. Well, it's not TikTok stream. Service. It's YouTube. His YouTube channel looked kind of cloudy to me. Like it doesn't look clear like it usually does. See, you can look at commercials, it's clear as crap, but once it goes to his channel, it's like looks blurry to me. Well, never mind. Maybe it's never mind. It looks fine. It looks good. There it goes. It cleared up. I just had to reset the channel. No, this is not XAU. This is micros with the NQ. So, excuse me. You can do it on YouTube. You don't need 1,000 subscribers to do it on YouTube. Pretty much all the indicators that I use from are all level-based indicators. So I like previous day high, previous day close. I do use a swing indicator, the midnight opening candle. let's see. And I also like trading for, let's see. Oh, pivots. Then indicators for trading view is I like the super trend indicator, the ICT kill zones and pivots, where it kind of shows you the highs and lows for the different time frames of the day. So like your New York highs and lows, your lunchtime, your New York PM, your Asia, and pivots. We pretty much just learn by trial and error, like most people, just watching and learning, and just a lot of chart time. I spent a lot of times in front of the charts. I mean, I went through like most struggles like everybody else. Like overall, I'm probably still in the red if you take how much money I don't know the exact number on how much money that you spend for those first couple years in trading. It's not no astronomical number like you hear where some people are spending like 20, 30, 40 grand, but it's definitely a few thousand. I don't have the exact number. And it may be a little bit more. I just have never kept up with it because I knew from the beginning that, because I started off by doing it with the Methodical Man. It's just Methodical Man spent a lot more money than I did because, there's just no way I could spend that much money starting out. But but like anybody, when they start trading, they're probably going to be in the red for the first year or two. That's why I always tell people, someone asks what they want to know to start out. I always tell them to try to spend as little money as possible, because the more money you spend, the more money you lose, the more frustrating you get. They don't really make money off donations. I'm not saying they don't get donations, but most of the bigger streamers that you see on YouTube in the trading, they're making most of their money off of affiliates. So say for the last year, most of my affiliate money that I make is probably like $200 or $300 a month over the last year. Well, thank you for the donation. Usually, like I said, if you go watch somebody that has, say, 10,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers, they're probably making $10,000 a month in affiliate money or more. But that's where most of your YouTubers are making money. There's probably not a whole bunch that are, at least the bigger ones, that are making tons in affiliates. They probably make more in affiliates than they do in trading. But thank you very much for the donation. Then you also have the streamers that do the Discord, that do they're basically, what do you want to call those? Signal Discords, like where they're. No, we trade in the morning too, farm for the New York. That's usually where we trade our funded accounts in the morning. I don't usually trade funded accounts in the Asia market because I'm fairly new to trading Asia market. I've only been trading Asia consistently since December. So I wouldn't feel comfortable enough to trade my fundeds in Asia market, because I know if you get down in Asia market, it can really get away from you. So I prefer to trade New York session where it's nice and fast And if the price action is nice and smooth, it's pretty easy to get those 10 to 15 points with runners. Guys, can you talk about how you use the fibs? I don't really use them. You just pull your highs and lows of the previous legs, server. So this would be your leg here for this particular move. Let's see. Man, we didn't really make those lows, did we? So for this one leg here, you're back into your golden pocket. Thank you, good sir. Thanks for hanging out, talking, and thanks for the donation. Right now, this is kind of considered your golden pocket of trading for the fib. Like for the guys who take their entries off of the fib, so they're on these legs like this, they're looking for us to pull back between the 60 and 70%. And a lot of times in the nighttime, your 50% is like the spot. So for this next leg would be the first leg. So if you pull the leg from the opening, which is up here, since you don't go up here to the gap fill in, if you look where we pull back to the 50%, that's the one thing that until we break this 50%, we're constantly making higher lows. We got to get back above the probably the 40. So if you're looking for a safer move, if we are going to continue up, it would need to break back above the 40, pull your fib and wait for that 50% pullback, and you can look for it long. That's whenever you talk about whole legs. Like, so this morning I missed the whole move up. I also like to pull fib on 5-minute candles. So the one thing that I missed with the opening this morning, only on 5-minute legs, like big legs. Now, that was the whole legs a while ago. I'm talking about in the morning. I do pull fib sometimes on these 5-minute candles because I'm looking for it to not pull back more than like 20 to 40% of the candle. If you go up here and pull fib on every single one of these candles, more likely it's probably not over 50% of the candle. But the only reason I didn't take this one this morning because I didn't like how big that wick was. So I was very hesitant. Five minutes is the only way I do that on. So, because a lot of times on these big 5-minute candles in the morning, they're like, almost 100 points sometimes. So we had 23% pullback on that leg. Let's see. %50 on that one. 23% on that one. So that's what I'm looking for. How to do we stay bullish or not in the morning, yo? So that's what we're looking at on these 5-minute candles. So what we're doing is just waiting a lot of times for the pullback and to see if the 20 to 40% holds up on the 5-minute candle. But I don't usually do it all the way up. I usually just do it on the first initial 5-minute candle. And I didn't take this one this morning because we had almost a 40-point wick, and I've gotten burned on those candles before, so we just didn't take it. Look, it's at 42, 45. It pulled back about 20-point wick. It was just such a big wick, man. I just stayed away from it. There was just nothing we can do. We're about to get the 1 hour candle, so you might get a pop here, guys. So maybe 43. Well, let's see. I'm trying to see where we could go to. 35, maybe 35 to 40. So you can get stuck here at 21. A can of pop. We're using a Ninja Trader stick. And we're using for the broker, we're using 3 different brokers. We're using Elusive, Apex, and Bulanox. And most of my funded accounts are probably with Bulanox. So we have 2 fundeds with Apex and 5 with Bulanox. And we still need to make another $600 to get to our elusive pass. And nighttime, we're only trading evals. We don't usually trade any fundeds during the Asia market. Like I was telling people earlier, or, you know, someone was asking earlier, I just started trading Asia regularly back in like right after Thanksgiving, the first week of December. So I don't really feel comfortable trading fundeds in the Asia market. Kudos to if you do, because I know what would happen if I tried to trade my fundeds. I'd get myself in trouble. I mainly trade the Asia market to try to build my YouTube channel, because it's really hard to build a YouTube channel, and, you know, for anything if you're new, first of all. Then plus if you're streaming the same time that all the other big streamers are streaming. So YouTube will push those channels because they're a lot bigger. I mean, you got to think they got like 100,000 plus subscribers. So they're, you know, I understand, because YouTube, that's how they're making money if they're pushing commercials. So if you're on the low totem pole, your channel doesn't get pushed during the New York session. So you have to stream the Asia market to get your channel to somewhat push out. And there's not as many people streaming. There's still people streaming, but not as many. And if I was able to wake my butt up at London session, I'd probably get up and do London, but there's just no way I can get up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and try to talk about trading. There's just no way. We still did not break that high, man. I thought, unless there's no way that's considered is this considered a leg here, even though it's ugly? Let's see here. Let's pull fib on this leg here and see if we stop at the 50%. Yeah, we just requested a payout with Bulanox last Friday, and my dumb butt used the wrong email address, because I had signed up for I guess I had 2 different accounts, because one account, I never even activated it as far as buying accounts or put it on my Ninja charts, because this is when I was fairly new to Bulanox and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So I signed up for another account, but it was with the email address I use all the time. So now with the account that I have now that I've had for the last 2 years, I've just used that same email, but I don't ever use that email for anything. So when I went to apply for my payout, I used my normal email that I use for everything. And unfortunately, it was tied to that other account. And so they wouldn't pay me on my payout. So now I got to wait another week. So I had to reapply for it or resubmit the paperwork for it with the right email. And so hopefully next Wednesday, they'll pay out. So I can't use my funded account for another week. So because you can't trade on it until they take the money out. So it'll just have to sit here. And I just got to make sure I don't accidentally trade it. I do have to take a in and out trade on it because you have to take at least one trade with Bulanox. If not, they will shut down your account if you don't at least take one trade every 7 days. Or they'll at least send you an email with a warning. So we'll make sure tomorrow we'll at least take like a little in and out trade with it. Because we only have a less than a $10 buffer because I requested 1,030. So we only have a $10 buffer. So it has to be real quick. The accounts that I really want to get to be able to take money is probably Take Profit Trader and this Lucive account. Because with Lucive 25Ks, you only got to make $1,000 to get a $500 payout with them. If you're okay with trading small size, you just got to trade small size because you can't go in too heavy with those because you'll blow up $1,000 in a blink. So I'm looking for, that would be that 94 that you talked about getting hit a while ago. Was it Server that said, one of you guys said something about 94. I think it was Server that brought up the 94 level for the pullback to the 94. Oh, it was Bay. Okay. Bay brought up the 94 pullback. I remember someone saying something about the 94. It was a little bit back there. You already made your $100? Nice. $265's best long entry. Well, dude, if we sell below 90, I'm probably shorting. I will take my trade $265 because I would short that. What do you want to call it? Short the pivot down there. What's up, Fish Lips? Oh, I forgot. Oh, Methodical Man's getting scared. We're going to take it, Methodical Man. If it tags, we're taking it. We're gonna do the back door on this gold trade if it breaches 96 here, guys. We just got to see what kind of wick goes through here. We're gonna do the back door on it though. We want to see it wick through, and we're gonna try to catch it as it's coming back up. Here's the 94, the 50%. It says green except one PA could not have revived. Not blown, but could not get green. What'd you do? Get down pretty red on it? Fish lips? Was that the 50% bounce for us to move back up here? Yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to be our leg pullback there. Dude, today's price action was tough, fish lips. Man, you saw me, dude. I pretty much sat there like all morning long and didn't really take any trades. I tried those couple little trades where like I said, I made $60 on my funded account today. That was it. No profit at all today. It was just I gave myself like one or two chances. Then after that, we just sat on the sideline. Should have went to the bar instead. I blew up one eval full port in the NVIDIA numbers this evening, fish lips. We full port. We YOLO'd a Bewley. It got stuck. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the follow, Lawrence. I can barely see some of these names on the screens. For some reason, some of these names on my TikTok screen are like tan. So, and the chat is like almost see-through. So it blends in with the background from the computer. So you can barely see the names. I'm going to wait and see what the pivot does first. Oh yeah, 6,000 have been way too much. I think at the account that was stuck this evening, I think at one time it was up like $8,000. It got stuck. Oh, nice payout request with the Apex fish. Heck yeah. Nice candle dealer. Candle dealer's in short from 300. Nothing like short and I love short and hold numbers. Looking for 96 to get hit on gold. No, I did figure out what happened, Fish Lips. It was because I put the wrong email address in. And so they wouldn't do it. So I had to resubmit it. And so now I got to wait till next Wednesday. So unfortunately, that's another whole week of me not trading my account. It's okay though. So what happened, Fish Lips, is 2 years ago, whenever I signed up for Bulanox, I could not get that account to connect to NinjaTrader. And so I asked technical support for help. We still couldn't figure it out. So I started over with a new account, new email address. But the email that I used 2 years ago was the primary email that I usually use for everything. And so out of habit, whenever I was filling out my request form for payment, I used the email that I'm used to just using all the time. And when they went to do the payout thing, they showed that the email I was using was for another account holder. Even though it had the same name and same person, they still wouldn't do it. They said I had to resubmit it with the right email address. Oh yeah, Trust Me Candle Dealer. I've been there too. I've never been that close, Fish Lips, but I've been a few $100s away from a to pay out, and I went tilt on an account. You might be fine. Okay, man. Shoot. I mean, we pretty much bounced off that pivot. We got equal highs right here at the 20. Fairly equal highs. Short still go down. Don't be. I'm not sure if we're going to go up here. I just know that we kind of broke this leg here, and I don't know if this is the first pullback for a swing for us to push back up. That I'm not sure yet. We got about a minute left on this 5-minute candle. Man, I got to update that. We got less than a minute on this candle here. 30 or the 300 is going to be kind of my line in the sand here. This way we're only risking no more than $50 on this trade. This way at the bottom starts to try to fall out on us. 30 seconds. So like I said, this 300 area is going to be my line in the sand. If I feel like we're going to lose to 300, I will just close the trade. I don't feel like holding any trades into drawdown tonight. I don't even think I kicked the dog that day. That's pretty wild. Oh yeah, we've all done our fair share of stupid stuff when it comes to trading, man. May just do half the size. In case we get stuck. Oh. Like I said, 300 will be my line in the sand, guys. We're just in for 3 micros. So the most that we're willing to risk is 50 to 60 bucks. Ooh. Gold offered another entry up, but man, I don't know if we can we take 2 different trades. Oh, you were long also, Candle? I'm probably not going to hold too much farther past 15. I mean, the 300 level. 300 level is going to be my cutoff. I still like the 96 long here. I don't know if I want to take this one or not. Uh, about to have a new 5-minute candle. Three seconds, 2 seconds. What sucks is it could jump back up 5 points off of this low. I'm looking for 96 to get ran. We're back at that 300 level on the NQ, guys, so we may close our position on NQ. I don't really want to risk, like I said, more than that $50, $60 that we're in. It's pushing it. All right, one more bounce off the whole number here. You like Asia because it's slow. It may just barely wick through. I'm looking for at least a couple points down because I think you would have been tagged in there. And we may just get missed if it tags us in here. I mean, yeah, god dang it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It already went up 2-3 points already off of that low. So no drawdown at all on that. Come on, push it back down. If it hits the, what, 5202, it's pretty much a dead trade. That would be your 5 points. Man, let's see. I'm trying to see, like, still really haven't broke structure on this NASDAQ. Oh yeah, definitely whenever you're doing your fundeds, that last little bit of money is... I'm not in an entry, main. I'm pretty sure we missed our entry. Your entry is where my blue line was. And this is gold. I am in a long over here on the NQ, but I think we're about to close the trade because I feel like we're about to lose that 300 level. As long as we stay above 300, I'm good. But if we start losing at 300, we'll close because we're trying to keep our loss under about 50, 60 bucks here. Oh, come on. Give me an opportunity. All right, we printed below that 300 here. Ah. Go. Come on, baby. Keep it pushing. We're just going to be in this 1 point. This way, if it comes back and stops us out. Got stopped out on the gold. Only for 1 point there. All right. Moving on from the gold. We just closed that last trade out for a $50 loss because it took us back below the 700. And he still may get the win here if it gets up to what? Because we were only looking for $50. The gold is kind of an experiment. We don't really have a lot of experience with trading gold. Waiting to see what happens with this 90 level. Remember that pivot's there, guys. We're doing good, Helms. We did take a $50 loss on that last trade. I didn't want to hold it any deeper than that 50 or 60 bucks. I thought we would rerun these equal highs up here. We had equal highs sitting up, well, relevant equal highs up at the 20s. I thought we would run these. We're just going to wait and see if we can get through the pivot here. Where's that pivot sitting at? $89. We only do evals this time of the night, and we just mainly do it to work on our YouTube channel and TikTok channel, because there's not as many people streaming in the evenings, because most people don't really want to trade this because how slow it moves. But tonight is actually kind of moving okay. It's not like it's completely dead. You are getting moves. So it's not too bad tonight. I just know I'm not holding any trades tonight. So I'd rather take my loss than hold trades tonight. You're in one. Yeah, I think I remember you saying you were in long a while ago. I didn't want to hold down below the 300s. I was just like, screw it. I'd rather just go and close it and wait. When did I say I was going to close it at the 300s? I was talking about closing my trade at the 300s probably way. Oh, gold. Gold is right now, let's see, 95. So you would have 6 points of drawdown. It's still a valid trade. You're looking for 5 points up to 200. I got stopped out because I went to break even fairly quick. Oh, you always go to profit when you see a stop. Well, I was only in one micro on that one, down bad. Gold will mess you up quick on a mini. Right now, we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen at this pivot level. There is a pivot sitting at this 89 level that we keep bouncing off of. time is it? 45. Dude, do we finally break the pivot again? I feel like we have a long ways to the downside if we can break these pivots. Are you, Hims, are you still holding your trade from those 302s? Oh, excuse me. Oh, you are? Okay. Ooh, it's going to be very tempted not to want to short these 89s. Last time we dumped through the 89s fairly hard, but we're also, I think, at the top of the hour or at the bottom of the hour when that happened. Woo, that's a long ways down, candle dealer. I'm trying to be patient and see if we actually break the 289s. What's up, Ben? How are you doing? Oh. Another bounce. I don't want to have to fight the pivot, so we're kind of waiting to see if we break these 90s. I know. I was looking at that earlier. There's definitely not a lot down there. That's when we got this move here, man. I swear, I thought that was going to be the sell off. Oh, you don't think that 290 is going to break? Oh, fish lips, come on. Give it some hope. Hope it's going to break the 290s. Oh, goodness. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here, 20 seconds. I just want to be stubborn. Oh, there's the... Dude, we've got nice bounces off this. Off this 90, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. We've got nice bounces off the pivot. Oh, excuse me. It's like, do we push back up to 308 here? I was trying to see where we could go to if we push back up. See when you're growing up? Insane. Where's the VWAP at, Bay? I don't have the VWAP on my charts here. We don't really have hardly anything on our charts. Yeah, I know there's a lot of wicks right there. Let me see if I can get like a little 5-point trade here off all these wicks. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got about 5 wicks sitting there at 305s. Very, very short leash on this too, guys. Oh my goodness. What time is it? We got 10 minutes for the top of the hour here. Definitely need to be careful at this time of the night. We don't want to get caught. Like I said, I do not want to get caught in a big just drawdown play where we're just getting just railroaded. So tonight is one of these nights we'll just take our small losses and move on to the next trade. Oh, did we just miss? We might have just missed that. I hate when it doesn't hit on the first hit there. $30 seconds left. $10 seconds. Oh, you did the quick long scalp. Nice. We'll see how, if this ends up pulling back into the 90s, we'll just take this off because I don't want to take the second hit. I usually like the first hit, and if we miss it, we miss it. Ricky Bobby. Oh, that's dirty. Let's see. It busted through the 50. If we break that 12, that's going to be a no. We don't want to break that next ledge up. Shake and make. What time is it? Oh, I hate that we're so close to the top of the hour. What do we got? Minute and a half left on this candle. I'm just going to try to get out of this before the top of the hour because I know the top of the hour is usually whenever we get a little push. And man, I do not want to see us break this previous high here. We got, what, 40 seconds left on this candle? There's my opportunity to go to break even. No, that's pretty hilarious. It's like just a couple points away. Ooh, I don't want to get blasted. It's the top of the hour. Like I said, we don't want to get blasted. We're at the top of the hour here. And we're about to have a new hourly candle. And you know the top of that hourly candle can blast. Got 3 minutes left. Be careful if you are holding long or short in this area, because remember, the top of the hour usually brings a move. I just don't know if we have it in it to get back down at the 300s here. Because this thing could blast, you know, like I said, I don't want to sit through a blast in here with this many micros. No! Damn it. What do we got? 3 minutes left. Two minutes. It'll run the red at the top. I know, that's kind of what I'm worried about here. We only got 2 minutes left. I almost should have just took my break-even trade there instead of just holding, because, like I said, we're just so close to the top of the hour. I mean, right now we're only in it for like 40 bucks. Two minutes left. 2 minutes. One minute left. Power hour is just the last hour of the day. Minute and a half. Might lose all of our profits here. One minute. 1 minute. Oh, we had another opportunity to get out of that. Oh, goodness. 40 seconds left. I know, I'm debating. Do we shut it? We're pretty much like up in a point right now. And just hold on to our profits. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. I don't know if it's going down. I don't really know what it's going to do. I just know I don't want to hold if it just boners up on this hourly candle. Come on. Give me the pullback here. Oh, shit. Come on. Created a higher low. Oh, it did. Okay. Almost like a 5-minute inside bar right here. No. There's the pop. Oh, damn it. Here comes our hourly pop that we knew that shit was going to happen with that hourly candle. God damn it. Every night. Come on. Let's see if we can DCA out of this real quick. You like the shorts up at the 20s? It does have a little 50 EMA sitting up there. Ugh. Like I said, this is that time of the night you get that hour, you know, at every hour of the night, that's usually when you get your pop. Sounds like Methodical Man's long. Or is that on gold? Yeah, we're up quite a bit in this eval tonight. I mean, we're up $545, almost $600. So that is the profit that we're kind of just messing with tonight. So we got plenty of profit that we've made in our new eval that we can put a little bit heavier risk on the table. You'll go 14 minis. Oh no, we're just doing micros, my guy. Micros. How do you go 14 minis? What do you got, like 150K? Or 200K or something? Like prop firm account? Man, that's some pretty good size there. Yeah, we consistently been trading light since December 1st, about the first week of December after Thanksgiving. Mainly everything I usually trades in the New York session. And I only trade evaluation accounts here in the Asia market. I don't trade funded accounts or anything like that. I wish I was to the point where I can trade, where we can trade funded at this time of the night. Yeah, Bay's been destroying it tonight, man. Is that what, 1600 he said? Man. All right, he's giving us another out here. This is about the third out it's giving us. Come on. There we go. That pushed us back above the 700. So we're up 717 now. Whew. That kind of got squirrely there, guys. I wanted to go for a little bit more, but I wasn't sure if we would push back below 300 anytime soon without pushing higher. So we didn't want to risk it. What's up, Ray? How are you doing tonight? I'm sorry. Let me see your. Most of the time we show up for the Tokyo session at 8 o'clock Eastern time. The nighttime market opens at 6, but Tokyo opens up at 8 Eastern time. Took off 30, holding 60. That isn't. You're holding 60 micros, man. You ought to just say 6 minis, man. That is deep. Are you in short? I hope you're in short. Holy goodness. Or at least somewhere around about. Hopefully you're not too deep, because that can get nasty quick there, candle dealer. Woo. I'd be scared holding 60 micros, man. That's pretty wild. Woof. Dude, I blew my account on that NVIDIA move today. My eval on that NVIDIA today, Ray. I got stuck in the trade and I couldn't exit. I think at one time I was up like 7,000. But it's okay. I know the risk. Oh no, I was in 7 minis on it. But it was one of Bulinox's 90% accounts. You thought I was gunslinging with the 2 minis? Yeah, we got to get through the 90s if we're going to sell. We're pretty much popping a pivot right there. Wait, you're copy trading 6 accounts? So, oh, okay. That makes sense. That's still a lot. I mean, copying 6 accounts. I don't have the courage to copy 6 accounts at this time of the night. And you were short biased, right, Kendall? Okay. Nice. Oh my goodness. Uh, I was listening to some Talladega Nights while watching some charts, man. I haven't seen this movie in a while. It's pretty crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're thinking about not trading for a few days? Oh no, we'll be on here tomorrow looking for our funded trade in the morning. I missed my trade this morning. I actually missed one key component from this morning, guys, and I didn't realize it until after the fact, until actually Methodical Man brought it up, or I might have saw it later, but I missed the retest of the 4-hour candle this morning. Totally missed it. And that's usually a good indicator of a long, if you're pushing down out of the hourly candle and you tap into that 4-hour candle. And like I said, totally missed it this morning. And that thing just went straight up 200 points this morning. But it is what it is. Yeah, so I only made $35 on my elusive account. Like, we didn't make crap today in our accounts, man. We were being so cautious because it was so choppy. We made 35 in our elusive account. We made 60 on the funded. One account, I feel like it was break even. And another account, we didn't take any trades or something. Like, we did a lot of watching this morning because it was just chopping around. Don't want to get stuck in this Martin increase of. I guess I keep missing the possible war news. Is that still the thing with Iran and Israel? Or is it Iran, Israel, and the United States? Like all three of those countries. Well, hopefully not. Nothing ever comes good from wars. It seems like most of those things don't ever get solved. Man, it looks like we have equal highs sitting up there at 12 again, guys. I may close my runner out here. All right, we're going to close our runner before it gets into negative. Let's see if we take out these equal highs. Yeah, this price action hasn't been that great all day, fish lips. And we had a little bit of movement. I thought when I was in short on this play here when we started moving down, I thought this was going to be the big move down, but it ended up being and just basically chopping around ever since then. I can't Bewley didn't update their freaking discount today, man. Shake and bake. Let's take a look at the Rico candles, get a better idea about where we're moving. Nope, we're just kind of stuck in a. Right now, our 9 and 21 are just kind of stacked on top of each other. Oh my goodness. just from over time, Benjamin, just like mostly everybody else, just a lot of failing, just doing it over and over. A lot of chart time. I like watching charts. I like watching for patterns. I like trading off support and resistance. When the market's moving really well, I like to trade off whole numbers also. I use the Fibonacci a lot, so we try to like always, do the opposite in premium and then in discount. To me, I feel like we could man, it looks like we're just building like a huge 5-minute trend line here. Keep spooning on YouTube. Is this just my end? Are you talking about the end of the night, fish lips? Hard to keep live. Oh, it's buffing. Yeah, I heard Methodical Man say that YouTube was having issues. I didn't know if no one else has said anything. Does anybody else keep getting buffing on YouTube? I heard a Methodical Man was saying something like that too. We're probably not going to stay on very late tonight anyway, because we already streamed the morning. We did Power Hour plus now, so I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of burnt out. Plus, I had like a pounding headache all day. It's been buffing on your end for about a week now. See, it doesn't buff on my end. That's weird. I mean, not that I know of. No. Sounds good, Kendall. Have a good evening. I was seeing if I had any more issues somewhere else. Like I have, what? Because I have my one YouTube page up and I don't ever see it buffing. But I'm not saying I don't miss, you know, like I'm not watching it. So thanks for the follow, babe. Right now, we're just kind of trading into a very tight range. So just kind of waiting. I mean, like I said, I kind of feel like that it's probably going to sit here and do this until the bottom of the hour. It says I couldn't get my charts to post earlier on. I know sometimes I wonder like that I don't have more like buffing issues, man, because dude, we have Streamlabs open, we got OBS open, we got TikTok open, plus what 3 or 4 different charts, Trading View, 2 charts with Trading View. I'm even watching Tubi movie right now, or listening to a Tubi movie. Oh, it's already performed the Dorito there, David. We're just waiting for it to escape. Do you think we get that gap fill in tonight, Kite? Would be interesting if we got that gap fill in tonight. Usually don't get those. Most time it always comes back like the next day or 2 days later. Or in the morning. So we're having a 2-point move on the 15 second. She is dead. I might hang out to the bottom of the hour. We'll stay till 10:30 and see if we get a little bump here at 10:30. Then after that, I think I'm going to call it because we'll be back in the morning for the opening. I don't know if I can make it till London. I would have to stay up till at least 2 o'clock my time. It opens at 2 a.m. for me, London. Whew. Excuse me. Well, you got one more candle left. The algo is going to take over soon. We got a little bump last hour at the hourly candle, but not as much as I was hoping we would get. But I'm glad it didn't happen because I was able to get out of my trade. Excuse me. Thank you guys for all the support and stuff that you've shown over the last couple weeks, man. Thank you guys for hanging out, sharing your journey, sharing trading ideas. You know, people ask about learning. I mean, honestly, man, I learn from people in the lobby all the time, like just sharing stuff. No, that's Central. Does it? I thought it is it. I thought it was 3 o'clock for Eastern time. Is it 2 o'clock, Candle Dealer, for New York session? I mean, for Eastern, it's 2 a.m. for the London session. Nice, Mike. Oh, that's China, 2 a.m. Okay. Sounds good, Fish Lips. Have a good evening. Like I said, I'm only hanging out for maybe another 5 more minutes. Let's see. What did you do, Paco? You said I took a trade at noon. It hit 3 hours after I posted on the Discord. Early though. Nice. Oh, okay. You were asking me. I want to say the London session opens at 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Eastern time, and I live in Central time, so I think it's 2 a.m. for me. Let's see. London. Hmm. Yeah, 3 a.m. Oh, yeah, most definitely. But that also means you have to get up early in the morning to trade New York session, which I don't guess that would matter. I mean, that would only mean being up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we're in Northwest Arkansas, Trader, where the line of Missouri and Oklahoma's at. We're kind of in that corner there. Where no one lives here. Everybody that lives here is probably not from here. Everybody that lives here pretty much have been either forced to move here or had to move here for their company. I've never been to Minnesota. I've never been to pretty. If I have been through Minnesota, I don't remember. I know I went through a lot of like those northern or higher up cities, northern cities or states when we went to Washington D.C. 8 years. It's been about 8 years since when we went, but we went to Washington D.C. A good while back. We did like a huge family trip to Washington D.C. You're from Iowa. Where's that? What's good over where, Benjamin? Are you talking about the Washington D.C. area? Oh. Nothing. Our town is pretty much ran by Walmart corporate because I live in where the Walmart home office is. So there's really, I mean, there's stuff here, but there's Walmarts everywhere where I live. There's probably what 8 Walmart stores within 2 miles of my house. I have a Walmart grocery store going out of every road in my town. A gas station, it's a Walmart Go, I guess. Yep, I've been down I-40 a lot because usually I go back to Georgia and visit. So I have to drive down that long, long highway. Yeah, Walmart, what is it? This year they just opened their city up. I don't know if anybody has seen Walmart City they built. Walmart just built themselves a city. I don't know if anybody has seen that or not. Every time I see like stories about Walmart losing money on TV, I'm like, man, somebody's not being honest. Because they just spent like, I want to say 30, 40 billion dollars building a city on 400 acres. It's insane. But like I said, that's the reason why I said nobody that lives here is from here. Everybody's everybody's been pretty much, obligated to move here based on their company they work for. They basically just built the same thing, kind of like you hear about the Apple campus. Yep. Or Google campus. So I guess they think they needed a campus, I guess. I don't know. Joe, we are trading the MNQ. I don't know. I've never been to Silicon Valley, and no, I don't work for them. I did probably 3 or 4 years ago. Been quite a few years. All right, we're finally breaking out of our little gator mouth. We're finally breaking out of our wedge here. But sometimes this first breakout's usually the fake one. I think all their daughters she's in her like 60, 70s or something. She's up there. It's I want to say it's the grandsons are the ones that are spending all the money here now. So they're on their second, third generation. So it's Sam Walton's grandsons. They're the ones that are pretty much spending the money here now. But I guess if you didn't have to work for the money, it's a lot easier to spend it. I'm not really sure about tomorrow, Lane. I don't really come into the day with like a super bias. We just kind of just come here and just kind of see what the market's done overnight and looking for us to run like higher time frames and look for entry. Today was a little bit different. We did bounce off a 4-hour candle, but we didn't really run a lower time, like a higher time frame. We just went up 200 points at the opening. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to grab an entry. Yeah, it's always the third generation. Yeah. You would think that someone that big, they would have something in place, but who knows? You used to wake up at 4 a.m. to trade stocks. Nice. All right, shoot, I missed the 10:30, guys. Last night was definitely a little bit better trading session. Tonight, we've just been kind of grinding sideways. It's more likely it's going to be these situations where we don't get a move probably until closer to midnight or right there before London session starts that you may get that move. But it was kind of like what Fishless was saying a while ago about the slowness. I think we were like on the 15 seconds. He says the ATR was like 1 point or less than 2 points. Like it's super slow. There's just no volume. We're not in any kind of position right now, Joe. We're just here watching. We haven't really been in position probably at least in the last 20, 25 minutes, maybe even longer. The market's just been super dead the last 30 minutes. I think we've been like kind of in a less than a 20-point range. We've been bouncing between 290 and 310. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see if we get for long. If I was going to do a long, it would need to break back above 40, then look for a 50% pullback on that leg. Oh, is that almost 50% of this leg here that you're looking at? From this to here? Okay, I see what you're saying. 50%. That's pretty good, trader, that you're trading funded accounts this time of the night, man, and looking for $100. How heavy do you go in when you're trading your accounts to make $100? Is there a pivot near here? Oh, that bottom one. Oh, okay. The 91 or 89. Like I said, guys, we're probably not going to take any more trades. We've taken not really a lot of trades today, but we've been on the stream a lot today. We streamed like 2 or 3 hours this morning. We streamed about an hour and a half for power hour, then another 2.5 hours tonight. I've had about enough of looking at this computer screen for the evening. But we will be back in the morning at 9 o'clock. So thank you guys for watching. You held the double bottom and sold off at the VWAP twice. Nice. Sounds good, David. Thank you. Oh, you're going to be shooting their gap? Yeah, if you're looking, there's a gap fill in all the way back up there at the 420s. If you weren't aware of that, there was a gap tonight. 420s to 433. So about a 13-point gap. Thanks, David. Have a wonderful evening. If you guys, depending on what time zone you're in, it's 10 o'clock here where I'm at, or about 15 minutes till 10. So thank you guys. And like I said, we'll be back in the morning for the New York opening. Hopefully tomorrow, the New York opening will get back to normal and we can start taking trades during the New York session. So thank you.